Mission Impossible Fallout brings us the latest adventures of Ethan Hunt, the man who never met a risky mission he didn't love. It all starts with the aftermath of Solomon Lane's capture, but don't get too comfortable because this time, the bad guys have rebranded themselves as the Apostles. They're not here to spread the good word, they're after plutonium cores. You know, the kind you'd find at your local nuclear weapons emporium. As we dive into the action, Ethan Hunt, portrayed by the ever-daring Tom Cruise, is back on the scene. He's joined by his trusty teammates Benji Dunn and Luther Stickle. They're ready for another impossible mission, but before they even get started, they hit a roadblock. And by roadblock, I mean Luther gets himself taken hostage, and Ethan, in a true moment of heroism, makes sure they all escape. Except for that pesky plutonium. It's on vacation with the Apostles now. But wait, it wouldn't be an impossible mission without a little plot twist, would it? The team decides that a touch of deception might be just what the doctor ordered. So, they capture a nuclear expert, Nils de Broek, and spin him a tale about attacks on religious sites in Rome, Jerusalem, and Mecca to squeeze some information out of him. It's a bit like saying, hey, the sky is green, and pigs can fly. He buys it. Who wouldn't? Now, enter August Walker, a CIA operative tasked with babysitting Ethan. They take a halo jump into Paris, which, by the way, sounds like a fun weekend getaway if you're into free-falling from the sky. Their mission? Infiltrate a fancy fundraiser party and put a dent in Lark's plutonium shopping spree. Lark, by the way, is the man with a passion for plutonium. But you guessed it, things go south. It turns into a bathroom brawl to end all bathroom brawls. In the midst of all this, Lark's heart skips a beat, and not in a romantic way, courtesy of none other than Ilsa Faust. But what's a good espionage movie without a bit of double-crossing? So, there we are, Ethan impersonating Lark and playing a game of nuclear chicken. The contract killers, sent by various shady organizations, are after Lark, and Ethan, in his Lark disguise, is their target. It's a bit like a game of Who Wants to Kill a Millionaire, with Ethan as the millionaire. Ethan, impersonating Lark, escapes with the White Widow, setting off a chain of events that leads to the IMF team being tasked with securing Solomon Lane's extraction in exchange for the plutonium cores. It's a high-stakes game of give and take. The action heats up as the team attacks the convoy transporting Solomon Lane. The chase takes us through the streets of Paris, and let me tell you, it's a miracle there are any motorcycles left in that city. Ethan is being chased by the White Widow's forces, the police, and, oh yes, Ilsa, who is still very much on her mission, even if she has a tendency to jump ship from one team to another faster than you can say double agent. Back in London, the safe house turns into a not-so-safe house. The CIA, under the influence of Walker, is out to capture Ethan and his gang. It's a battle royale that leaves the IMF secretary, Alan Hunley, taking an early retirement, by which I mean he's killed. It's all part of the Walker Lane evil plot. And speaking of plots, we finally learn what the big baddies have been cooking up. Lane and Walker's grand plan is to contaminate the water supply of a few Asian countries. They're going for the triple threat, Pakistan, India, and China. It's like a villainous Olympics for terrorists. The idea is to create chaos and anarchy, in the hopes of establishing a new world order. Because who wouldn't want to bring the world to its knees just for fun? In the meantime, we're treated to an aerial spectacle as Ethan and Walker engage in a helicopter chase that has them flying all over the place. There's a final showdown on the edge of a cliff that results in Walker's demise, all thanks to a well-placed cargo hook and Ethan's impeccable timing. Oh, and don't forget that Walker threatened the life of Ethan's estranged wife, Julia. It's all in a day's work for our hero. And then, it's a race against time to defuse those nuclear weapons. The team successfully saves the day, just in the nick of time, with milliseconds to spare. Who says you need more than a few seconds to dismantle a nuclear bomb? In the end, the world is safe, Lane is handed over to MI6, Ilsa earns her exoneration, and Ethan gets a well-deserved break from cheating death. It's a mission accomplished, and the team reunites in the aftermath.